I got so wrapped up in the chat. Let me make sure I'm muted down here. I got so wrapped up in the chat that I forgot that we were supposed to go live at 9 o'clock. I almost missed it. All right. It is so fun every week. Welcome to the Daddykirbs Farm live show here on Saturday. I look forward to this. Truly, I look forward to this every week. It's fun hanging out with you guys. And it's so good this morning to have our friend Kate back.
Hi, y'all.
She has been dealing with some physical things. She went to the hospital, and so she needed a few weeks to rest, but she's back with us. So very good to have you back, Kate.
Thank you.
Let's see here. All right. Good morning. It's been fun. The chat has been fun already. I opened it up a little earlier this morning, and it has been busy since I started. It's been open for almost an hour, so we've been chatting for at least 45 minutes here. Good times. All right. Let's get started with our pledge, our declaration. I'm going to say it's our declaration. I believe here on the Daddykirbs Farm, we all believe that everyone has a story and every story counts. Truly, I believe that. I believe that you have a story and your story counts. So let's get in a position where we sit up straight. We put air in our lungs, put our shoulders back, put our hand on our chest, and declare that my story matters because I matter. I believe that you matter. I believe that your story matters, and I'm glad you're here with us this morning. So it's going to be a fun morning because every time we do this, it's fun. It just is. It's nice to hang out with you guys live. It's good to interact, and the chat is just a crazy place to be because it's full of crazy cool people. Yes, your story matters. Thank you, Paul. All right. A sip of my unsweetened tea this morning. It's a sad time on the farm, really. I'm out of honey. I ran out. We have only a small jar of honey that I have deemed for topical use because it's not the cleanest honey. And I was tempted to put that in my tea this morning, but I didn't. So, yeah, we next year, on the next time that I harvest honey, we're going to put 12 quarts at least back, and that's ours. Last year I sold too much. I sold all the honey, and so, yeah, you said that the same time you typed that the same time I was saying it. I sold too much, and so now I'm out.
You sold a lot to me, and I'm not giving it back.
Yeah, no, don't give it back. Use that.
I am, believe me.
Wheat Tree says she needs a gallon. Yeah. Here, we can easily, in our house, go through a quart a month. And, yeah, so we need to keep at least a quart a month.
See, that's why I still have some, because I hoard mine. I only use less than a pint every 2 months.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
No, we go crazy with honey. Luke loves the honey. Every time he sees the honey, he wants to taste it, stick his fingers in it. So, yeah, all right. So I have, I'm going to keep the chat set up down below and on screen on the app on the phone. I wish you guys could see the cat. The cats are jumping on the table. I wish you guys could see what we have set up here. We got 2 laptops. I'm on Espen's laptop, so in the chat, if I do say anything, which I probably won't during the show, but if I did, I will show up as Espen. And then the app, the live show running on the phone. I am researching right now, by the way, hardware and software options for producing a better live show. Something that's going to give more options, because I just think it's really cool when people who do the live shows can also insert pieces of video and photos from their computer. And I think that would make it a little more fun. So we're going to aim for that. And but it's going to take a little time because I don't really want to do all of that on Espen's laptop. I got to get one for myself. I am chatting with a family member who is a retired Apple employee, and she's helping me to research and to know what to get to make the best choice for this purpose. So, all right, how many people do we have here? 20. 19 count included.
19 thumbs up and 20 watching. That's the closest we've ever had to 100%.
I just did it on Espen's laptop. Espen just liked my show. I got 19. So we're still missing 1. That's okay. Not everybody likes it. Some people just hang out and don't like it the whole time. All right. So last week I felt like I kind of shorted you a little bit on the title was about projects, and I talked for nearly an hour and didn't talk about projects. Oh, it was Karen. Karen was a little slow on the draw. Whoa, are you kidding me? We have 26 likes and 24 watching. That's got to be the best ever.
Really?
Oh, so last week during the show, the title for the show was about projects, and I didn't even talk about projects. The focus is going crazy. I know. I'm sorry. I really should figure out how to turn that off. I just haven't done that yet. I don't want to do it in the middle of the show because I will probably cancel the show.
Yeah,
so we're not going to do
it.
that. So
just don't rock back.
yeah, I'm going to stand real still. This should be good.
Yeah, how long will that last?
Yeah. So last week I didn't share that much about the different projects until the very last minute of the show, and I just kind of blurted it all out there. So over the time that I've been doing this show, one thing that I've sort of come to realize is that my titles don't matter that much because we just talk about whatever. However, freeze, Taylor says. Yep, I just need a freeze. Not like they are up north. Oh my goodness, I am so glad. We are wearing jackets out here this morning, but I am so glad that we're able to be outside.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. This whole thing of negative temps, I feel for you guys. I mean, not enough to go and be with you.
Yeah, I keep offering to have them come to Texas. Nobody's taking me up on that either.
Yeah, there are some reasons to come to Texas. What's it like outside? Yeah, that's funny. What is outside like, Karen says. Rain in Southern California? Wow, you guys are really switching things up down there. And Toasted Rabbit says, we have more sprouts coming up. Hope you are well. We are doing well. Thank you. All right. Where was I? Titles that don't matter. Conversations that get distracted. That's just sort of the theme of our show, right? So last week I shorted you a little bit on projects. So I'm going to spend just a few minutes recapping some of the projects. I won't spend a long time because the title for this show is about events, things coming up. Blake wants a donut. Yeah, Blake hasn't had a donut in years. Many, many years. Okay, the projects that I mentioned last week. Of course, you know the chicken coop is going on. And it's sort of been halted because weather and life and things. But we got to get back to that. I have a new plan. I really apologize for the autofocus thing going crazy. Every time I move, I think it switches. Actually, when I try to make it do it, it won't do it. Anyway, I have a new plan for the nest boxes. So last week when Chris was here, you guys remember the video I did with Chris. I built nest boxes and we filmed it, but that video is not going to make it to the channel because I'm not using those nest boxes that I built. It turns out that they weren't the style and design that Mama Kerbs wanted. So we're going to use those for something else somewhere else at some point. And we're going to make some new nest boxes. I have a new design, and it's going to be something that is similar to what some other people... I'm just going to close the laptop because I'm not even looking at it.
It's too distracting.
It is too distracting. Now it's just me and my tea. And you guys. So the nest boxes that I'm going... And Kate, yes, of course. And Kate.
We're not used to me being here anymore.
Nope, but we want to get used to it again.
Thank you.
There are other YouTubers who have made nest boxes similar to what I'm getting ready to make. I can't remember which one. Mama Kerbs watched several videos, and then she shared the designs with me. and I can't remember the names of the people who made these boxes. I want to look them up so maybe I can give them some credit in the show. In the show, I don't know that I've ever called my regular YouTube productions my shows. However, yeah, so they are going to be nice looking and functional nest boxes. But hey, here comes.
Wholesome Roots uses kitty litter boxes for her nest boxes.
Well, that's a good idea.
Interesting thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna build. They're gonna be built and put into the chicken house. They will have 2 openings, one on the top and one on the front. For the one on the front for cleaning out, the one on the top, of course, for collecting.
For stealing eggs.
For stealing eggs. We are egg stealers. And yeah, they are shows. Reality of life at Daddykirb's farm. Exactly. And Luke's Saturday morning appointment is here, so he'll be excited. By the way, let me just say the Luke update, because I know people are interested, generally interested in Luke's health and his updates. He has been struggling all week with some chest junk, and we're staying on top of that. He ended up going to the doctor. Good morning. You don't have to be quiet. This is a farm. It's real life. Just stomp on through. So he went to the doctor, and Brax is out here, I think.
We're not stealing eggs. We're doing quality control for the chickens.
That's right. That's funny. So Luke did have, you know, he has the chest junk that we're working on, but we have a plan, and Mama Kirbs is just tirelessly, actually very tiredly, working on staying on top of that. And that includes the vest, the vibrating vest, the cough assist machine, the nebulizer machine, of course, the different medications, and just overall keeping him up and moving around. So, but he also has had some good moments. Yesterday, he several times used sentences that included like 6 or 7 words, like fully structured sentences, which is sort of abnormal for Luke. A lot of times he puts a few words out and stops, and I think that has a lot to do with just the sensation of talking. But yesterday he had several sentences that were just beautifully formatted, and it was fun to watch him, I don't know, sort of be a little more vocal and open. So that's the Luke update. Another very popular question, and I'll get that answered because yesterday I was out looking at the compost pile, actually, the large compost pile where you may have noticed in one of the videos where I have pumpkin seeds sprouting there. But it's a very large compost pile, so I was out yesterday because I'm going to add some more stuff to the pile, and I'm going to have an amazing compost pile. But it's very close to the bees. So I walked over, and I was just observing the bees for a few minutes. And they were going crazy. Just flying in and out and hovering around the fronts of the hive. And I haven't had a chance to get into the hives. The weather's not been great, and I just haven't had the time. Whoa. The cat jumped on Kate's laptop. Earlier, before the show started, she had a very large string of characters that looked like she was just going crazy, but that was the cats jumping on her laptop. So the bees appear in front of all 3 hives, the 3 active hives that I have. There was a lot of bees coming and going, so I'm really excited that is that they appear to be doing well. The local beekeepers are reporting that the brood nests are expanding at this point. There are lots of different colors of pollen coming into the hive. There's been white, yellow, and red pollen reported lately with the beekeepers right around here. So it's an exciting time for beekeeping. I just got to get out there and look in the hives and see what we can do. But that's the report on the bees. Is Xavier here yet?
I'm sorry?
Is Xavier in the house yet?
Not yet.
Xavier missed the bee report. He'll have to replay it.
He's been having problems being able to stay up late enough to see it.
Oh,
apparently
right.
For us, it's after midnight there.
Yeah, so Xavier's in Singapore, so he probably isn't up. But he'll catch it in replay,
Especially
I'm sure.
now that he's back in school.
Oh, right, yeah. Right, so he's in school. All right. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, stickers. You guys are mentioning stickers. Let me show you. These are the stickers. I have given quite a few away, but I still have a lot. These are my stickers. I still have a lot to give away. And I'm sorry if you sent an envelope this week, because I haven't made it to the post office, not even one time this week. So there may be envelopes waiting. Hopefully I can get down there today and take care of that. But if you are interested in stickers and you don't know what we're talking about, let me just take some out here. I have no. So I have Daddykirbs stickers. And you can get 3 stickers simply by sending to me a self-addressed envelope with a stamp, folded and placed into another envelope. So I want to be able to open an envelope, take your envelope out that's addressed to your home address, put the stickers in, and put it right back in the mail. So if you do that, I got plenty of stickers left, and I'm going to send them out until they're gone. And if people are still asking for them, I'll order more stickers. So that P.O. box address typically is placed in the chat. So if you're not familiar, you can check. There it is. I see it. Okay. By several people. Thank you very much.
We've had a question on how are you feeling after your last 30-day challenge?
That's a great question. The 30-day challenge, I have planned on, look at the cat climbing. Haha. Is that Max? I think that's Max. Max or Maddie? Max and Maddie are the 2 black cats, and unless I'm up close, I can't tell. The 30-day challenge is something that I want to make another video about, something that just talks more about my feelings about it, how I think it helped me or not on YouTube. And hey, there's Trish. Good morning, Trish. So I don't necessarily want to pour it all out right here. Off grid with Doug and Stacy are here. Nice. Good morning. But I will say that it was a very fun. He did the multiple waving hands. It was very fun. I give a lot of credit to Doug for encouraging me to do that. So thank you, Doug, because it was a fun experiment. There's a part of me, a big part of me in my creative heart that wants to do that, because it was just a fun thing to do, to force myself to be creative and to stay on that schedule every day. It's just with the family, it turned out to be too much time away from giving. I have responsibilities to help with the farm and Luke and all those things, and it just ended up being too much. I expressed that already in another video, but I will say that it was loads of fun, and I think there probably was a small uptick of statistics in YouTube that started to go up a little bit. It wasn't dramatic, but toward the end, I did notice things to swell up just a little bit. If I would have stayed with it for another month or 2, or who knows how long, then possibly that would have been something that could have helped the channel as far as statistics in YouTube. But right now, I just have to be able to accept that my family needs me, and I'm going to do this when I can. So right now, the schedule, it says, what schedule will you take for releasing videos? What I'm hoping for right now to start after the 30 days is the Saturday live show and a Sunday production. And then in a few weeks, once we get into a groove, I'm hoping to add a Wednesday production to that. So it'll be 2 produced videos and 1 live show every week. Eventually, maybe as things settle down, if they ever do, I could add more to that. But right now, I want to be realistic about my responsibilities with my family and also hanging out with you guys here on the channel. So, yeah, it's just one of those things.
I keep thinking about upping my production schedule and putting out 3 videos a week.
Yeah.
But I just can't break the news to my husband because he does all the editing.
hey, Mr. Editor, I'm going to make you busier. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That is good stuff. Family is always first. It is. As a creator, there's a desire to always create and do stuff. So yes, family is first, but there's that craving to do something else too. So it is important to keep the priorities straight, and family is the priority. But you can't deny that craving to do something else. I mean, you have to deny it in a sense that your family is first, but you can't deny that it's there. You have to be able to express that somehow. So, all right. Very good. So the title of this video is about schedule events. How did I title it? 2019 schedule. I have to look at Kate's laptop over here. So there are some things coming up this year, and I want to focus this year on doing some things beyond the farm, to visit with you guys in a different way, whether that's actually going to an event where we can meet, or just showing you different events. And some of the things coming up in a few weeks, actually, is the Mother Earth News Fair in Belton, Texas, and I will be there. That is February 16th and 17th. So I was really excited when I looked at the schedule to see if I could go, and it turned out that I can. Getting away from the farm is a challenge. It just is, because of the farm and family. I have so much work to do on the farm. If you watch my latest videos, you can see that it's sort of a mess. Not sort of, it really is a mess. That's because we're in the middle of a bunch of different projects. And I got to get things cleaned up and organized and get some projects done. But I also want to go out and do some things. So we're going to try to get it all done. And we are going to go out over the weekend on the 16th and 17th of February in Belton, Texas. So if you have any inclination to go visit that, and if you're there, you need to check to see. You need to look around for me. I'll be the little guy wearing this hat right here, or a cleaner version of this hat. And I'm curious, is Doug going to go to that? Doug likes to travel and do things. I'm not sure if he's going to make it to Texas for that one. Let's see.
Toasted Rabbit says he's planning on attending.
Who? Toasted Rabbit? Rabbit.
But Doug says no, that he's not going.
Oh, not making that one. All right. Well, we'll catch up with Doug in another event later in the year. Hopefully. All right. So look that up. Mother Earth News Fair, Belton, Texas. And if you can go there, I would love to see you. Shake my hand. Let's chat for a while, because that's part of the reason I'm going. I want to give an opportunity and a place. Plus, it's just a cool fair. There's lots of cool activities and booths and things to do there. So I want to go and just have a good time with that. And one of my followers, I don't want to give names because I don't know what people are okay with, but someone contacted me and said, we would love to buy your hotel room for that event. So they did. They booked me a hotel room it's actually Temple, right outside Belton there. And so I'll be staying the night and going to the event the next day as well. So I thank you if you're watching. I haven't seen who's here, but if you're watching, thank you very much for doing that. That was just a wonderful gift. So the two of us that are going to go from the farm is Miss Adeline and myself. We're going to go enjoy that 2 days together as father and daughter. All right. Then the next event, I think it's the next one. I sort of wrote down things this morning. I got to get a better calendar, but March 2nd. Now, this is a local thing. If you're local to San Antonio, we are doing a local garden meetup at my buddy Todd's house. He has the beautiful front yard garden. At one point, he had a backyard garden as well, but now he does most of his growing in the front yard. And so he is organizing a garden meetup and swap. So if you have plants to swap or if you have gardening supplies. Whoa! This cat, Fiona. Come here, Fiona. Let's show everybody. Oh, she jumped off. She just
wants to walk on my keyboard.
I know. She loves Kate's keyboard. She just keeps walking on it. Yes, we're going to be doing the live show. That's a Saturday, March 2nd. We're going to do the live show from his place. And then we're going to participate in the garden swap and meetup. The last time we did this, it rained. But it was kind of cool because we had some shelters set up. And he had some heaters and some chili. He made some chili. And we just got to hang out together and enjoy talking gardens and different things. I have to change from squirrels to cats.
Right.
Yep. Both do distract me. So yeah, that's a local meetup. If you're interested in that, let me know and we'll give you details as far as where that's going to be. And then also, there's probably other things, but I only wrote down a few this morning. May 5 and 6, the Baker Creek Spring Planting Fest. So that's I think it's the 18th annual. Oh, there you go, Spring Planting Festival. Yeah. So May 5 and 6, Baker Creek Spring Planting Festival. I believe Doug's going to be at that one. Maybe not. I don't want to talk for you, Doug, but I think you said you were going to that one. But we're going to go there. Mama Kerbs and I hope to both be there. And we really want to go see what that's like. Hang out there and enjoy all the garden things that they do. Online, it looks like a... Yes. Oh, they're speakers. Very good. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy are speakers at that. So it's going to be fun to reconnect there. And
wish it were closer.
Yeah.
It
would be. It is fun. Well, I think it's fun. I've never been there, but it looks like a fun thing to go to. That is Mansfield, Missouri. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna drive up and participate in that.
You are?
Not actually. We're gonna participate by being there.
Oh, okay.
We're not speakers or anything. We're not that cool yet.
How nice.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So yeah, so that's something coming up, and I think there's something else in the middle of the summer, but I couldn't remember what it was. I got to look through my notes. But then later in the year, I'm just kind of throwing this out there. We can chat about it too, but I want to get everything out there so that we can just kind of get a schedule going. October 11th and 12th in Virginia, there is the Homesteaders of America Conference. I think this is the third one.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to go since the first one, and it just hasn't worked out. So fingers crossed, that is something that we're going to go do as well. That may just be me. I don't know if my family's going to be able to go up to that one. Wholesome Roots is a speaker. Awesome. That's at the Homesteaders of America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Let's see. Doug says, if anybody can make it there, there'll be so much to do, and there will be a ton of YouTubers. So yeah, you have a chance to shake hands with some of the people that you watch online every day. Kilted Gardner says, come to Virginia, I've got room. Sweet. How close are you, Mr. Robert, to the event? I didn't even think about hooking up with anybody that's in that area. Karen says, I'll be halfway to Minnesota. Well, Minnesota better be more than halfway to 100 degrees before I head up there.
I wouldn't go unless it's 3/4.
Oh, I know, man.
Actually, that's not true. I've been to Minnesota 3 times to visit my daughter.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad, but I went in July each time.
Yeah.
The only thing I had problems with there is they have bigger mosquitoes than Texas.
Really?
Yes. They're like helicopters buzzing over.
I've noticed that Texas has quite the range of mosquitoes. We get some big ones, and then we get a bunch of those little tiny ones.
Well, there's lots and lots of lakes and standing water there, and it's just amazing how quickly they breed.
Jeez.
We have a lot of questions about a little snake.
Oh,
you know what they're talking about?
Yes, the little snake. Let's see if I'm...
Sorry, Doug says the mosquito is the state bird.
The state bird, yeah. He also said that the Homesteaders of America is the Cadillac of conferences.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that. Doug, you've been there probably every time, right? I've seen you in a lot of pictures associated with that one. So, Kilted Gardener, Doug, is an hour and a half from the event. Sweet. I got to catch up here. Huge mosquitoes. And Carl, my brother, says everyone's welcome to come to Southern California because it's not cold there.
I have family in Southern California. If I went, I'd have to go see them. Not that I wouldn't want to, but, you know, I just don't go very far.
Yep, yep. Doug says he's an old dog. He said it. I didn't say it.
Who said that?
Doug said he's an old dog in reference to the Homesteaders of America.
Right. I wouldn't mind taking the train to go to Southern California. My mom and dad used to do that years ago. They'd hop on the Amtrak and go over to Southern California to visit my dad's brother.
That'd be a fun trip.
It was.
We did Amtrak a few times. Well, gosh, this is probably... well, I'll tell you exactly how long it was. My son is, Espen is 19 years old, and he had his very first birthday on the train.
Oh, cool.
And Amtrak gave him as a gift, this was right in the time when Amtrak was switching from the old logo to the new logo. Mm-hmm. So they gave him a blanket with the old logo printed on it.
How neat.
Yeah, we still have it. It's still wrapped in the plastic. We never took it out. So that was his first birthday experience, and it was traveling, which may be part of the reason he likes to not be at home. And it's not right unless I throw in a little awkward silence scrolling through.
We've had a squirrel.
What? Here it is. I see it. Mr. Haffey with the $10, some traveling money. Awesome. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it. This is going to be sort of an expensive year, but we've been saving our pennies, and we're ready for it. Hopefully we're ready for it. I am looking forward to this year, not only traveling and getting to see people and hanging out in new places and following Doug's encouragement to get out and collaborate with some others. And yeah, so I hope to see lots of YouTubers where we can do a little bit of collaboration, and then also some of the expenses coming with some of the new equipment. But the patrons, my Patreon patrons, are helping me out with that. So thank you. Big thank you to my patrons for contributing every month. That goes into a separate account to help me buy the equipment that I need for the show. So thank you very much.
There's a big question. Are you going to consume stuff today?
Yeah. Well, I was really hoping that Mama Kerbs would have a loaf of pumpkin bread ready, hot and ready, but I don't think it got done. So probably no, I won't be, except for my tea. I'll be consuming my tea. It tastes good, just not sweet because I don't have the honey in it.
If I'd known that, I would have brought the pumpkin bread I made yesterday.
Oh, you made pumpkin bread?
Banana bread.
Banana bread, that's good stuff, yeah. We have some bananas that are well ready for some bread.
That's why I made some bread.
Okay, so before I scroll through some more, let me answer the question about the little snake.
Yes.
So if you, those of you, put my teeth in.
Take a sip of tea, breathe deep.
It was funny growing up in the church that I grew up in. There were some visiting ministers, mm-hmm. And I don't remember who it was, but somebody would come in, and as they were preaching, they would have to adjust their teeth. So it was always funny to see some. They would take a break and push their teeth up. That's funny.
That's very frustrating.
I'm sure it is. And I didn't see this because I was really little, but apparently one of the ministers would get so excited that he would sometimes lose his teeth. Mm-hmm. And one time in particular, they said, my mom and dad tells the story, that his teeth came out and he caught them and he put them back in and just kept on preaching.
Good for him.
Funny stuff. Okay, so what was I distracted myself. The snake, thank you. So the snake was on my Instagram and Facebook. It's a little picture or a normal size picture of a little snake. I tried to make him look real big and mean, but he was you know, 4 or 5 inches, skinny little thing. I call them worm snakes. I'm not sure exactly what he was. But so I was sort of cleaning up the pile, my resource pile from the barn tear down. And as I was moving some of the metal, there he was curled up, because I'm sure it was nice and warm under there. So I took a few pictures of him, and then I picked him up and put him under a piece of metal that I wasn't going to move. And I think he was grateful for that. So I like to project things on animals, you know, their thoughts and emotions. Pretty sure he said thank you in a snaky way. All right. Hey, I just got a notification that somebody asked to join the family group. We'll have to go in. Now, for the person who just asked to join the family group, if you're here, make sure you answer the questions. There's 2 questions to answer, and we have not yet approved anyone to get into the group without answering the questions. So just something to do. If you go to get into the family Facebook group, you have to answer those 2 questions. All right, awkward silence, scrolling through. Where's the pumpkin bread? Mama Kirbs actually made a lot of pumpkin bread this week, but we gave some of it away, actually I think all of it away, as gifts to some people that we have relationship with and wanted to treat them. So yeah, good stuff. It really is yummy, yummy pumpkin bread.
The request has not shown up on the Facebook page yet. I went over and checked to see.
Oh, you haven't? It's not there?
Right.
The request to join?
Right.
Must have been Baptist. That's funny. Actually, it wasn't. It was Church of God. But yeah, he was a fired up man. There's a lot of fired up preachers. I haven't seen a preacher in years that would get so animated as they used to. Like when we were growing up.
Oh, really?
People,
fire and brimstone is what they used to get.
Fire and brimstone, and just really excited messages. Like it didn't have to be dooming. It was just an exciting message, and they would just get super animated. And it doesn't really happen so much anymore. At least I haven't seen it. And
Deborah, you need to answer the questions, and then I can let you.
Oh, is it?
Let you join.
You know who it is?
Deborah Barrel, I think.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Barrel. She just requested to join.
Let's see. Stipulations. Yeah. Sorry. Stipulations to get into the group only because I want to know that people who are there are interested.
Oh, goodness.
Right there. They're making noise over there. I think that's Pumpkin and Smokey. Yep, Pumpkin and Smokey are the two big male cats, and they like to square off every once in a while. But yes, getting into the family group is about those. I want to know that those who are asking to join are actually interested in what we're doing and not just randomly joining groups. So, all right. Øystein checked out. All right, awesome. Let's see what else. What else do we have? Oh, I wanted to make mention. I wanted to make mention that, you know, I do often say that everyone has a story and every story counts. And I want to say that I am very excited about several family members, people who are here, are building their YouTube channels, and I'm seeing a lot of growth. I'm really excited for you guys. Kate now is up to, you said, over 600 subscribers.
I've got 604 as of last Tuesday.
604, probably more right now.
Probably.
And I'm really excited for your channel. It's going well. You're growing fast. You're putting out good information.
It even grew 100 members while I was out with the surgery.
That is exciting. Yes, and then Karen, I won't remember everyone's, but Karen, last I saw, was over 120 subscribers and putting out really fantastic informational videos about the fermenting food, things like that. So thank you for sharing your story. And Paul with Pine City Apiary is doing well. And I'm really excited that you guys are sharing your story. And it doesn't have to be in the form of a YouTube channel. It really doesn't. Because the important thing is just building relationships and using your story as a way to connect with other people. I really believe that's what we're meant to do.
Right.
Our life is a story. And relationships are important. That's how we bond. That's how we know that we're valuable. And being able to share with someone where you've been and where you're going is something that helps other people feel like they're valuable too. So I value you and your story, and someone else is going to value that too. And you're going to help someone by sharing your story. My brother Carl is a teacher and shares his story through just being present with young people and teaching and being available to build that relationship as teacher-student. And he is touching lives and making a difference in people's lives as well. So it really means a lot to me that you're taking that to heart. And it's not me. I'm not like, I didn't share anything special really, except when I first came up with the everyone has a story and every story counts, that was me talking to me, giving myself permission to feel valuable so I could share my own story. And it means a lot, because there have been many times when I have just felt like it's not important. I don't even know why I'm sharing this YouTube channel. It's silly, but it's not silly, because even if I never become like the big star, I don't really care. It would be nice, just because of it being sustainable and all that. But even if I never grow anymore at all, the people that are here that we've connected and you have shared with me that my story has meant something to you. You have encouraged me. You've made my story better, and hopefully I'm making your story better too.
According to your brother, you are a big star to us.
Thanks, Carl. From a big brother, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, awesome. I don't want to get off on, and feeling all emotional and preachy, but it is something that really means something to me. It's the
passion shows.
It is. I am passionate about sharing, the homesteading stuff and the animals and the gardens and all that stuff. But more than that, the deeper story, as Jeff Barch would say, the thing under the thing is that it's about sharing who you are so that you can touch other people's lives. So I had a question here. Let's see. Taylor says, how long have you been a graphic designer? Can you tell us a little more if it's not a commercial secret? That's funny. I have been a graphic designer now for, let's see, this February will be 18 years, and working for the same company. And it's, I do marketing materials, printed handouts, on-screen user interface, pretty much anything a small company would need. The company produces, what do we make? Gosh, I forgot what we make. Kiosk, touchscreen information systems, kiosk, basically those attractive metal enclosures, normally metal, in like hotel lobbies, and we sell a lot to military installations for housing departments and things like that. But the company is called Dynatouch. That's not a secret. You can go look them up, and if you need a kiosk, tell them I sent you. Maybe they'll give me a little bonus for that. Probably not, but you can tell them anyway. Yeah, so it's just something that I've done, learning as I go, because actually when I started as a designer, I am an artist by nature, but when I started, I had very little experience as a designer. I started out drawing floor plans and base maps for wayfinding systems, and over time grew into a graphic designer position, and now am the lead designer. So most of it is self-taught on the job. So there you go. There's all my commercial secrets. And Doug says, I love seeing all the channels in our niche growing It may be hard because of human competitive feelings. It's natural, but as the whole niche grows, people are breaking free from the bondage. Yes, awesome. Because really, high tide floats all ships. It is edifying to each of us to promote each other. It really is. I believe there really isn't a competition. It makes sense for me to say, follow Doug's channel, follow Kate's channel, follow Karen's channel. Carl's starting a new channel. Follow Pine City Apiary, Kilted Gardener. I'm going to forget a bunch of people, but follow everyone and follow their story and learn who they are. And hopefully within this family, the family, there's no reason to compete because we're all just here sharing stories and helping each other out.
Doug says maybe you can make the poster for the Homesteaders Conference with your artistic talent.
I could. I have made a few posters in my life.
For the Homesteading Life Conference.
Oh, okay. I'd have to see what the requirements are there. See, Karen's in the house, and she's a teacher, and she does grammar, so I'm afraid to mess up my grammar. I almost said, we'll see what the requirements is, because that's how I would have said it as a kid. I think I got it right by saying R. Yeah, so Carl's channel is in development. Not much there yet, but it's coming.
Are you going to secure the chicken coop to the ground?
Yes. Who said that?
Ronald, I think.
Ronald. Yes. So
yeah.
It's interesting. I think I was chatting with Tim Turner about that. And so I think what we're going to do, Tim, if it's not you, I'm sorry, but I was chatting with someone. I forget stuff. I have so much stuff going on all the time. I can't hardly remember who I talked to. But so what we're going to do is I just got it last night, several 3-foot sections of rebar, and we're going to hook the ends, and then we're going to pound them in the ground over the metal structure, the dog kennel structure, and that's going to anchor it in. We're going to put them in at angles, and that's going to anchor that to the ground. Now, the chances of actually needing that are really slim, but I don't want to come out someday and see my chicken coop turned over on its side because I failed to do that. Most likely, if there were a wind to turn it over, it would just rip the roof off and not turn it over, but I just want to be sure. All right.
Wheatree says you need a secretary.
I do. I do need a secretary.
A what secretary?
A secretary.
You do need one?
I do need one. Mama Curbs would be a fantastic candidate for that. She's pretty too. I like hanging out with her. But she's busy. She's busier than I am most of the time. Taking care of... probably most people don't understand how much time is put into taking care of a special needs person with extra medical needs.
Right.
I don't know how to say that exactly, but Luke, without any medical concerns, like without the lung concerns, takes a lot of care, because just being special needs, there's a lot that goes into that. But then with his you know, the lung concerns and the special feeding concerns and all that takes a lot of time. So Mama Curbs cannot be my secretary.
You had another squirrel.
I got, what? I'm way behind.
Trish gave you a $5 squirrel.
Trish, I haven't caught up with the squirrels yet. Squirrel.
Take it from me. You got one.
I got one. I'll just say it. I'll reach it here in a little bit. But so apparently Trish gave a $5 squirrel and no special notes on it, just the squirrel. Thank you, Trish. You are a wonderful friend and follower and supporter of the Daddykirbs Farm. I truly appreciate you being here. Notes. All right. Speaking of Mama Curbs. All right, she looked at me like, don't put the camera on me, so I'm not going to.
She's busy feeding critters.
Yeah, While Luke is in there getting his Saturday morning massage therapy. Man, I wish I had that. I could go for that every week. Thanks, Kate. Every week getting a massage. And so then Mama Kirbs and Adeline comes out while I'm doing the live show and takes care of the animals. She said hi.
Oh my goodness. It's National Change Your Windshield Wipers Day and Groundhog's Day.
Did Carl say that?
Mm-hmm. Of course. He's our National Whatever Day champion.
So there should be a happy, a national, celebrate the person in your life that celebrates National Days.
Yes.
Day. That was a horribly
Or maybe we should have a celebrate the person with the most useless knowledge day. My husband would qualify for that one.
There's a lot of people that would fit that. Man, I wish I had room in my head for some of that useless stuff.
Oh, me too.
So I just saw Mama Kirbs out there. I wanted to mention this. She was pulling some weeds. You know that weed, that plant that was growing, and you said it looks like a geranium, and I let it grow because I wanted to see what it was going to look like. But I sent a picture to our very own nectar bar pollinator expert, Drake, last night. I sent her a message saying, what is this? It's getting big, and I think it's cool looking. She said it is cheeseweed. It is a host plant to a certain butterfly.
Oh, cool.
However,
she
said you need to pull it out because it gets very invasive very fast.
Yeah.
So...
I'm afraid of that. The ones that grow like that usually are.
Oh, did you see the one back by where the old barn was?
No, I didn't.
It's 5 feet tall.
Oh my God.
It's huge.
Wow.
So Mama Kirbs, I just saw that she was pulling some out of the yard. We're gonna get rid of it, even though because Drake said there are other plants that particular butterfly can use, so it's not important to keep it.
I have some kind of a little thing coming up in my yard that makes little tiny purple flowers. They're really pretty. I'm going to take a picture and send it to Drake because I have no idea what it is, but it's all over my backyard.
Yeah, send it to Drake. In fact, we should all send things to Drake all day long. so that we can all abuse Drake's knowledge. She really is smart with all that.
I also want to find some place around here where I can get information on foraging.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to just go walking out in some place like that.
There is a Texas foraging site. I don't remember what it is, but so Ronald says no squirrel this morning as Patreon payment posted today instead. Ronald, you have been amazing at supporting my channel. Thank you very much. You do not have to do as much, but I do appreciate every single bit. Yeah, Mama Kirbs said hi. She did not want to be on camera. She hasn't done her hair yet. All right. Man, it's 53 minutes. I've had fun this morning.
I have too. It's been wonderful to be back.
It's good having you back, Kate.
Thank you.
I am, let's see, scrolling through. Creeping Charlie has purple flowers and it's all over the U.S. That's what Karen says.
I just answered her.
Oh, okay. Wholesome Roots is in the Texas Foraging Group. So Wholesome Roots can give us information about where that is so that maybe we can participate. I say maybe because I probably won't because I don't have time. And Woolly Bully started his seedlings, his or her, I can't see the picture, sorry. I have to look over my glasses. Started their seedlings today. We have here in Texas, because the weather is different than up north, clearly different than up north. We could start our garden right now. In fact, Todd, my buddy who is doing the garden party, he already has a beautiful garden, and I wish I would have been on the same schedule that he was, because I would too have a beautiful garden, but my garden right now isn't beautiful. It's a mess, and I haven't started anything. But he's got broccoli and cauliflower and cabbage and spinach and onions and all the good winter stuff. and it's looking fantastic. So if Todd's in the house, we celebrate your garden, Mr. Todd. I haven't seen Todd. Have we seen Todd? Is he in? Todd?
Who?
Todd.
I haven't seen him.
Let's see. Should have a Clyde's garden planner. Yeah. I haven't.
I have Clyde's garden planner. It's really cool.
Yeah. No, it looked cool. I don't have one.
I have one. I'll let you borrow mine.
I need to just get one. We do have a pretty decent website. There's a nursery local to us that puts out a calendar, and they do a really good, when to plant certain things that are specific to the San Antonio area.
Really? Which?
Hafenecker Nursery.
I don't know where that is.
It's downtown San Antonio, and on their website every year they put up a calendar about what to plant and when to plant.
I'll have to get that link from you.
Yeah. Little sip of tea. Wholesome Roots does foraging videos. We need to check that out. Ronald says he forages in his garden. Nice. Barbara says, can we send Just Because cards to Luke? And then I got something in the way. I can't read the rest. Hold on. Maybe it'll clear up. Oh, there. Okay. Can we send Just Because cards to Luke at the same Daddykirbs? Yes, absolutely. That P.O. box is for anything that you would like to share with our family, whether it's, a card for Luke or a request for stickers or whatever. That's why I got the P.O. box. And Doug sent me a text. I'll check that out as soon as I get done with the show.
Paul says he lets his bees forage because he's too lazy.
I just saw that. Paul lets the bees. He's got probably about 50,000 girls doing his foraging for him.
Right.
Sweet. That's funny.
Ronald says he eats cows and they forage.
So I saw somewhere, it was really funny. So if you guys don't know, I am currently living a vegetarian lifestyle. I'm not eating meat. And somewhere I saw, I'm going to mess the joke up. Every time I try to do this, I mess it up. But some meat eater posted an image about my food eats your food or your whatever. I don't know. I messed it up. But anyway, it was funny.
Carl forages in his kitchen.
Yeah. And Carl's kitchen is quite the variety of things because several of their family members have different requirements. Awesome.
I forage in my pantry, which, by the way, has expanded again.
What?
I now have the entire back bedroom and the small pantry in the kitchen.
You have a very impressive collection of canned foods.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is. Yeah. At some point, you should do a pantry video.
I keep threatening to do it, but I need to get shelves because they're all in extra heavy boxes stacked up everywhere, so you can't really see what's in them.
So as soon as you get things organized, you should do a video because Kate has a lot of canned foods and just a nice pantry, a collection of foods in the pantry.
And I go through it all the time. It constantly revolves.
Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. Let's see. So I saw a question here. Oh. L. Taylor says, how is your health? It's too much for me not eating meat. I don't really promote not eating meat. You eat meat or you don't. I don't have that drive to preach about it. I just choose for myself. And it's been a roller coaster in time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I go several years typically doing one and then I ease into the next and come back. But I haven't had beef or any red meat for probably 15 years.
I haven't had it in 12 hours.
12 hours. But there for a long time I was eating fish and chicken, and right now I'm eating mostly no meat with occasional. So I guess technically I would be living a pescatarian lifestyle, because occasionally I will eat some fish, but for the most part no meat at all. And I think it's good for my health. In fact, I was telling Kate before the show that I enjoy just the process of listening to my body and doing what I feel like is right for me. And so I choose not to eat sugar, too much starchy foods like processed white flour type things. And, you know,
10:01.
What's that?
10:01.
Oh my goodness, we need to wrap this show up. All right. So, see, did I miss anything? All right. Make sure I'm not missing any important. And you call yourself a Texan. Ha! Yeah. I call myself.
Okay, I eat enough meat for him and me.
Yeah, I call myself not a typical Texan. I have enough non-Texans still in me that I can live like that. All right, so we are going to wrap this hour up. It's been so much fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do truly believe that everyone has a story, and every story counts. Your story counts because you count, and it matters sharing our stories with others. So thank you so much for being a part of my story this morning and letting me be a part of yours. We'll talk to you soon.